Hi boys and girls, in this learning video we are going to learn how to use illustrations and details in a story to describe its characters, setting, and events. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be using the book My Rows and Piles of Coins. You've already read this book with your teacher, so now we're going to take a look at how we can look at those illustrations and the details in the story to describe it. When I take a look at this picture, I can see this boy here, and I know that this boy is Saruni because I've already read the story with my teacher. But even if I didn't know his name, I can see this boy here standing. He's looking. He looks like he's kind of shopping for stuff as he's walking by. And that's what it looks like to me, that there's people here that are shopping and people here that are selling things, and they're outside. So when I look at this, I am going to think that the setting that's taking place in this story is at the market. And if I go back into the details of the story, I can confirm that because it tells me that I plunged into the market. Right here tells me he is at a market. That is the setting of this story. Let's go ahead and look at another illustration and see what details we can find in it. All right, so when I take a look at this illustration, I can see Saruni right here looking into a box, and to me, it looks like he's very happy here, the way that he's smiling. He's looking into this box like something it's very special to him. So if I go back into the details of the story, let's see what it tells us. Oh, it says, I dropped 5 10-cent coins into my secret money box. So this is Saruni's money box, and it's a secret box. So if something's a secret where you're keeping something special, that's something that's really special to him, and it's making him very happy. That's why we see that smile on his face. He also says, I feasted my eyes on the money. I couldn't believe it was all mine. So this box is very special to him. He was very, very happy that all that money he's worked so hard for is his, and we can see that and we can feel that from this illustration. Okay, so let's take a look at this illustration and what's happening in this story. I don't even need to read any of these words in here, and I can tell what's happening. I see Saruni over here on a bicycle, but it looks like he's fallen off of that bicycle. He's down on the ground. If I look at Saruni's face, he doesn't look very happy. He looks upset. He just fell off of the bike. And when I go over and look at these people over here, they're pointing. They actually have smiles on their faces. It looks like they're laughing at Saruni for falling off of his bike. And then right here, I can see his dad. This is his dad, Muret, and he has his hands on his head, and he looks very concerned and worried for Saruni, who just fell off of his bike. And if I go into the details of the story, it tells me that other children from the neighborhood had a good laugh watching me. So that would be these children up here from the neighborhood. They're pointing and they're laughing at Saruni. So using the illustrations, I can really get lots of good information about what's happening in the story. The illustrations help me a lot to understand what is going on, what the setting of the story is, how the characters are feeling, and what events are taking place. Now, boys and girls, I want you to take a look at this picture. Can you describe the characters using the illustration? I want you to take a look at their faces and the expressions they have on their face, okay? So go ahead, pause the video, think for a minute about these characters and how you would be able to describe them. All right. Now, I hope that you said that Muret, Saruni's dad here, looks like he's very worried, and he looks like he was trying to grab for Saruni over here, and Saruni looks worried himself. He looks scared. Look at his face. If I go into the details of the text, it tells me, while I attempted to pedal, the bicycle wobbled so dangerously that Muret, alongside me, had to grab it. And we can see that. We can see what Muret is doing here. He's reaching out. He is going to grab Saruni as the bike is wobbling over, and they both look very worried and very concerned. Let's go ahead to another picture. Okay, so now I want you to use this illustration to describe the setting. Remember, the setting is where the story is taking place. So go ahead, pause the video, and then I want you to tell me, where is the setting? Where is this story taking place? All right, I hope you said that it was the market. We know that a market is like an outdoor shopping place where people go, they buy things, they sell things. And we can see Saruni is over here, and he is once again walking through the market. We can see people here are sitting down. They have stuff that they are selling. It looks like food. And right here in the details of the story, it tells me we went to the market as usual. All right, boys and girls, so you just learned how you can use illustrations and details in a story to describe its character, setting, or event.